Hans Island, the quiet war of flags. Hans Island is a small, rocky patch of land in the cold silence of the Nares Strait, wedged between Greenland and Canada. For centuries, it sat unnoticed, surrounded by drifting ice and restless Arctic waters. No trees grew there, no birds nested for long, and no human called it home. Yet this empty island became the center of one of the world's strangest rivalries. The story begins not with warships or gunfire, but with footsteps crunching on ice. In the 1970s, Canadian and Danish expeditions began visiting Hans Island, each quietly claiming it as their own. Whenever Canadian soldiers landed, they raised their flag and left behind a bottle of Canadian whiskey. Months later, Danish patrols would arrive, remove the flag, raise Denmark's red and white banner, and leave a bottle of schnapps in return. This ritual continued for decades. No shots were fired. No angry speeches echoed across the Arctic. Instead, the island became famous for the Whisky War, a conflict fought with politeness, humor, and mutual respect. Flags came and went, bottles froze in the snow, and the island remained exactly as it always had, silent and indifferent. Scientists visited Hans Island to study geology and climate change, while soldiers smiled for photos, aware that they were part of a very unusual dispute. The world watched with amusement as the peaceful nations argued over a rock that offered no wealth, no shelter, and no comfort. In 2022, the long rivalry finally ended. Canada and Denmark agreed to split Hans Island in half, drawing a simple line across its frozen surface. For the first time, the island became a symbol not of conflict, but of cooperation. The Whisky War ended not with victory or defeat, but with a handshake. Today, Hans Island still stands quiet under Arctic skies. The ice still drifts, the wind still howls, and no one lives there. But its story reminds the world that even disputes can be solved without anger, and that sometimes peace can be as simple as sharing a drink on a frozen rock at the edge of the world.